We're back, and it's Speaking as a Mother.
It's Speaking as a Mother.
Yeah, good.
I'm not going to make that mistake again.
No, goodness gracious, no. I set up, I don't know if it's going to have worked by this point, adverts on this podcast.
Are we making money?
Oh my gosh, no, we're losing money. I'm advertising this on BBC One.
Okay.
I've got us a Super Bowl spot.
I would love to know what the conversion rate on that would be. Like,
Yeah,
how
sure.
much take-up genuinely you would get.
Because is it like the Pepsi halftime show? So like Pepsi must spend inordinate amounts of money to
But people already know about Pepsi.
Sure, is anybody going like I'm getting a Pepsi? But I don't like American companies go like, hey, it's Bob's pallets.org.
Yeah.
And he gets one, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, it spikes in traffic, surely. People are like, because who the fuck is Bob's pallets.org?
Yeah. But I don't know. I genuinely don't know if it makes that much of a difference.
Well, I've never done this before. I had to go into the back end of this podcast and click the things that I was happy for us to advertise.
Great, fun. What did you omit?
All the bad ones. Okay. But the things that I could have omitted made me laugh so much.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up actually what it is, because I've got one in my mind,
okay,
and I want to make sure I get the wording right. Okay, so that's I'm trying to go on our podcast's website, but I've accidentally gone on a cruise website because it's the same numbers. I'm absolutely obsessed with cruises. Last episode we were talking about meeting little booklets for my kids.
Yes.
My daughter made me a goodbye card that she wanted to put in my suitcase, but forgot to put it in the suitcase. She gave it to me. She goes, it's supposed to be in your suitcase. I was like, great. And it said, bye bye daddy, I will always love you. And it feels like I'm going away forever, like to prison. It's the kind of thing that I'd put in my cell.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
I mean, is a room on a boat a cell? Probably.
Depends. The one that I'm going on tonight/tomorrow is apparently very, very nice.
Okay.
But I don't know. Fuck. Look how much money we've got in.
Wow, in USDs.
Do you want me to pay that one this tax year and one next year and get hit tax-wise?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so those are the ones that I think we're not doing, which makes sense, I think. So I thought it would be very, very funny to refuse to advertise Italian cuisine. I flat out refuse.
Do you think anyone would notice? They're like 50 episodes in and like, oh, I haven't heard any adverts for pizza.
Papa John's has been quite quiet on this podcast.
Yeah.
Italian cuisine is something, because that means people are selecting that. Some podcasts are going, not for us. It's too much of a hot potato.
Let me think. Who would deselect that? Would that be a political thing? Who hates Italy?
Who hates Italian
no
cuisine?
one hates Italy.
It's the easiest food to be like, that's my favourite food.
Yeah. Woke?
Is this woke?
I think so.
I think we finally understood what woke is. Anyway, we're back. We have adverts. We're raking in the money.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Delightful.
What are you going to spend it on?
I don't know. I think probably like an extension. I think just keep going up into the sky. I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
How's your week been? You're off the. I bet say you're off the kids, as in like it's a drug.
Yeah. Cold turkey. Fine. It's just been work. So I haven't really had time to not miss them, but like in terms of if when I'm at home, it's different.
And how often do you message? They've got their phones, right?
So my son doesn't have a phone yet. My daughter has a phone, but she's only 12, and we're very strict with it. So she doesn't have the phone with her all the time.
Right. So I feel like with my eldest, he's a couple of years away from the phone conversation, a couple of years away from high school. And the other day, my father-in-law took him to the Cardiff City game, and he was texting me on the way back from my father-in-law's phone.
Okay.
And it was really sweet to hear, like, we had a nice time, all this kind of stuff. And that's
Yeah.
really lovely. I think, oh, that'll be, especially if I'm away.
Yeah.
What a nice kind of link into that. But I think that comes with so much other stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, because if it was just the texting, fine.
Yeah.
My daughter's not that bothered about it. I think I've been quite lucky because I was dreading the whole phone conversation because I was adamant that she wasn't going to have any of the apps. Like we're going to follow like the guidelines in terms of age restrictions and stuff
Right.
like this. And also I don't want her to have it with her all the time because I can't. I mean, I'm 45 years old and I can't regulate my own use of it. She
No.
can't regulate
No.
her use. So she has to give me her phone when she comes home from school. She gets to check it again later in the evening.
Okay.
But beyond that, and sometimes some days will go by if there's no school, she'll forget about it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think I've been quite lucky with that.
That's amazing because I completely agree with that sense of with my adult brain is horribly addicted to it.
Yeah.
Occasionally I'll go on the school run, I'll go to the gym and I'll have left my phone on my bed or something. And the rush I feel when I'm like, I don't have it. And then I'm like, I don't have it.
Yeah.
I'm free.
Yeah.
And then immediately I go back and check all my notifications.
Yeah, isn't it mad? Because you could easily live without it, but you don't need to anymore. So it's always there.
I listened to this podcast with this sort of like, he's like a health guy, a doctor. And he talks about like, you know, he leaves his phone downstairs at night so he doesn't sleep in the same room as it. And I think he's got such good advice on various things. And then he said one podcast, I think it was in his book actually, that he said, his wife was going on a health retreat and like a sort of spiritual thing, and he said to her before, like, if you come back having like discovered things about yourself that you feel like and you don't feel like you want to be part of this family anymore, that's fine, because I know that you've kind of like discovered your true self. And I was like, that's a mad thing to say.
My God.
Like, I know there's like love, you know, that's love, but that's like another level of like intensity that I don't think I could do.
Oh God, no.
But think of the admin.
Oh no. Yeah. Because who's saying okay
Yeah.
to that?
But also, if I heard that, I'm like, do you not want me to fucking be? What a weird way to... If you decide of your own volition that you don't want to be with us anymore, then that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. She'll be gone in a sec.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Intense.
Yeah. I think what happened with my daughter, though, is that, you know how when you learn to drive in school, so the older kids will start to learn to drive and they'll pass their test before the younger kids in the year. And so by the time it comes to the younger kids, they're not that bothered about it.
Yeah.
Because the fad's kind of been...
Sure.
So then I think the younger kids in the year tend to take more time to pass their driving tests.
I didn't learn to drive until I was 21.
Oh, there you go.
Because all my friends gave me lifts everywhere.
Yeah,
So
you're
what was the point?
August, right?
Yeah, I'm August.
So you didn't need to.
No, I had like all my other friends had already learned to drive and had cars. So I was getting fucking driven around everywhere like a king. Like a young baby king. But then I had an awful driving instructor when I was like 17, 18, who was just the most bigoted man.
Oh, really?
Horrible man.
Okay.
And he lived in Cardiff, and he took me on the Ponty routes because he was like, I've got 100% success rate on the Ponty route. Not anymore, you fucking don't, mate. This guy ruined it.
Really?
Got like, I think I got like 3 majors in my first test.
Nerves or cockiness?
No, 100% nerves. I was a shy. My first lesson, it was like December, January, like really, really dark outside, really, really wet and horrible weather. And then at the end of the lesson, he was like, can you put the window down, please? And he goes, no, look in that mirror. And I was like, oh, I can't look in that mirror. And he goes, why? I said, because it's all steamed up. And I've been basically hyperventilating, breathing this colour.
Oh, my God.
And it was just like completely there. And he was like, just calm down. I was like, I would, but... I would, but you're awful, and you point out women who are walking past us, and you say that they're attractive, and horrible man.
And you're learning in a city as well, or on the outskirts of a city.
Sure, yeah, that's different.
Because when I learned to drive in Aberystwyth,
Fields.
yeah, there were no roundabouts.
When did you? And this is a very personal question.
Yeah.
When did you first drive on a roundabout?
Huh. I don't know actually.
Have you ever?
Yeah, okay.
Just go straight over. Still don't know where they are. Refuse gigs in Milton Keynes. Cannot handle it.
Is Milton Keynes famous for its
City of roundabouts.
Really?
Is it a city? Yes. Milton Keynes, City of Dreams. It is. Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that.
It's full of roundabouts because it was a new city. They just built it. They were just like, this is how you're going to get to this metropolis.
No, loads of hills start in Aberystwyth. No roundabouts.
Sure. Yeah, of course. off of the railway.
Yeah.
You have to drive the train, right? That's your final test. You flew into the car. Pop this hat on.
You start with that thing, the one with the lever.
Oh, I'd love to go on one of those.
Yeah.
Me and the family went to up on the steam railway a few years ago near Porthmadog and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
and it
yeah.
was so delightful.
It's lovely up there.
We went on a steam train, and it felt like I was in the past. It was great. And then put Mary on, and
Yeah, and you walk off
beautiful.
and there's like soot on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
it's great stuff. So no roundabouts for you.
No, the reason we were talking about this
Yeah.
was because of the phone.
Yes.
So I think my daughter, we held out so long with the phone that I think the fad had passed a bit. So some of her friends started getting them in primary school.
Like year 6.
Yeah, and I was determined she wasn't getting one until the summer before she went to high school. And we held out, and I think so. But by that point, she was like, she didn't care, and I was like, do you wanna get people's phone numbers? And she was just like, ugh. Yeah, everyone's adding everyone's phone numbers, and it looks really stressful. So I don't really want. I'm just like,
Oh, what, like inputting the...
well, no, as in, I think once they all start chatting to one another, she saw that as being quite a stressful activity.
Wow.
Like a group chat. Yeah. So I think I've been quite lucky that I haven't had this fight with her.
Yeah, I wonder how common that is.
Yeah, I don't know with her, because she's never been one for trends, really.
Yeah,
Stuff passes her by, and she seems quite happy.
that's good.
But it is really sweet, though. So I do like to message her. I try not to message her too much when she's at her dad's, because I want her to be like
Present.
there and settled and stuff. But she'll always message me good night, which is really lovely.
Yeah.
And then it was really funny last night. So I was at this awards, and I didn't win in any of the categories I was nominated
Because it's
in.
fixed.
Oh, yeah, because it was in England, and I was from the regions. And
Yeah. Well, it's funded by Scum as well, isn't it? You're happy to have that on record.
yes.
Can't wait. We should enter it next year with "This is the clip."
Yeah. Shall I name it? Golden
Yeah.
Lobes.
Golden Lobes, we're coming for you.
Bastards.
How dare you not give us this award? What category we're entering? We don't know yet.
All of them.
All of them. Best news show.
Sometimes news.
Yeah. Nominate us, you cowards.
But so and she knew that I was going to these awards, and so I sent her a photo when I was there.
Yeah.
And then at the end, she messaged me saying she was going to bed, and then I messaged her back saying, "Oh, we didn't win anything, but it doesn't matter." And she came back and said, "Don't worry, ma'am. There's always next time." Isn't that so sweet?
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah. And then I thought, oh, maybe she's learned that from me. So when you see things mirrored, and I'm like, oh, maybe stuff I've been saying to her has resonated when she hasn't managed to achieve something she wanted.
Yeah.
And that I've been encouraging and being like, be positive, it doesn't matter, but next time, blah, blah, blah. Oh, maybe that was me. Maybe that was a little bit of...
Well done you.
Thank you.
I do think working in the arts is good for that. If you're a child of someone who works in the arts, you've seen your parents... I mean, it's rejection. I went for a coffee with someone recently, and she called it rejection therapy. And I was like, I hadn't heard that term before, but that's it, right? Like,
I think so, because one thing they mentioned quite a lot, which isn't great for my self-esteem, but they came to a kids gig I was doing once.
right.
They bloody love that because they get like a lanyard. People in the venue look after them, give them treats and stuff. They never want to sit in the audience. They want to be out back.
Yeah.
But one gig I did, it was in this massive big theatre. It was quite full. And I came out and no one cheered. And so I did this whole big thing of telling them off and then we'll do this again kind of thing. But they talk about that a lot, about, do you remember when you went on stage and nobody cheered you? And that whole arts thing where it's like, you have to really work for it.
Yeah, and the resilience of coming on and going, well, actually, I know my self-worth. There's a lot of lessons in
Yeah,
there,
we're going
right?
to do this again. Yeah.
That's really interesting. I was in a theatre recently, which was not full.
Okay.
As an audience member, not a punter.
A kids gig or
No.
a tour date?
I was watching a play.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Just watching.
Immediately assumed it was one of your gigs.
A very badly attended gig. Well, it must be a Robin Morgan tour show then. No, I went to see a play, and in a big old theatre in Cardiff, and it was not well attended.
Oh.
And the microphones kept cutting out.
Oh, no.
And then they stopped the play a couple of times, and the audience had the actors had to break character and then go back off and then come back.
Oh my God.
And then they had to do it a cappella.
Yeah.
I think they did a marvelous job.
Okay.
The audience behaviour in that show was fucking insane.
In what way?
People openly just chatting.
Oh.
People open, just so bad.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it like that in a what? Maybe because I haven't been in an audience or in a serious environment where, you know, like comedy is like you kind of expect a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah.
But in a play, I was like, fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's getting, like, you hear stories of like things getting worse. Like apparently there's one West End show that a lady was queue for the toilets and the ladies was too big, so she
Shat on the stage?
She shat on the floor
Just
of the corridor. She did a shit on the floor.
what?
Yeah, didn't go to the men's. She shat on the floor.
I think stuff like that is more of a reflection on society than anything else. It's the same with like the cinema.
Right.
If
yeah.
people are on their phones in the cinema, I'm like, no. This
Yeah.
is because if we can't just be here,
Yeah.
if we can't hold in a shit, what hope is for us? Like, genuinely.
I'd love it if you became a politician and on those TV debates, that's your big call. Like, society's broken. If we can't hold in a shit, then who are we? Vote Sears. If we can't hold in a shit, that was like a quote from The West Wing. That was, let Bartlett be Bartlett.
Isn't it? That was my financial PR days coming back.
If you can't hold in a shit, then what hope do we have?
Right? Because, and I think, hang on,
Go on.
speaking as a mother.
Take that, Italian cuisine.
Then I think as a mother, you have to train yourself to be able to hold your shit in.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
Mentally, emotionally, but also physically, because especially when you've got young kids, the number of times I remember going to the toilet and then my child wants the toilet.
Yeah.
And I'm almost at the point where I'm going to start going.
Yeah.
And then I have to
vacate.
suck it back in.
No? Yeah, no. I mean, it was visceral.
Yes, but you know, that's the reality.
Totally, it's a visceral act, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I agree when you have to unprioritize yourself. But also when you've got newborns and you need the toilet or need to shower. I remember having there was like a little, I think it was like a Baby Bjorn sort of chair thing, one that sort of just went like that. And if I was going for a shit, I would put my eldest in that and then just shit in front of him. And then I thought, do I turn him away? Is that that's a weird thing, isn't it?
Yeah. But they don't remember stuff like that. Do they?
I don't know.
I had to do it with my daughter on my lap once because I think we were like in a cafe or something and the cubicle was too small.
Right, sure.
And so I just had to...
Wow. How old was she? Like 11?
Yeah, on a phone.
Mum's so embarrassing. What are you writing about me? What are you saying about me? Say it to my face. That's why she's not allowed a phone anymore.
Yeah. But the actually, to go back to the phone again, kids though, they don't have phone etiquette anymore. So we're talking about like theatre etiquette and stuff as well. They don't know how to converse. Like so where we grew up, there were still landlines, right?
Right.
And you were still used to ringing people, even if it was like grandparents and stuff like that. You still have a conversation with someone on the phone. You'd know how to start a conversation. Mm-hmm. You'd know how to end a conversation. And then that would bleed into how you would text people. My God. She will text me something. She'll ask me a question. If I don't answer it instantly, like within 30 seconds, it's like, ma'am, question mark. Then another 30 seconds, just loads of question marks, as in, where the fuck are you?
Yeah.
And it's like, she doesn't get that I'm not just
at your device.
Yeah, all the time.
And would she ever call you if it was that sort of urgent?
She would call me. She has had to call me in the past. It's really funny. There's no preamble. And then when she said what she needs to say, phone down.
No goodbye.
No goodbye.
Like an American in a film.
Yes. It's so... I get whiplash from it. I find it's like being in a toxic relationship with someone. Because you're at their beck and call constantly, but they don't give you any of the niceties, and
Isn't that just being a parent, being in a toxic relationship?
I think so.
essentially.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Do you remember in school having to write letters and getting where the address was and your address and things?
Yeah.
And that felt archaic. And then I remember in Welsh, like writing an e-bost.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, check out the WJC getting all fucking modern with your
Yeah.
e-bosts in
Yeah.
2004.
Oh God, 2004. Yeah, because when I was in school in 1999, we had, I can't remember what they were called now, but word processing lessons.
Right.
How to use Word.
Yeah, sure.
And we'd have full on like an hour lesson.
An intense deep dive with Clippy.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Now listen up, you little pricks. Do you need help with this? Like a real badass Clippy. Quite fit. Quite sexy.
yeah, I wonder what he's doing now.
Oh, I don't know. He's just retired, I think.
Yeah, living the life.
I think he's in the Epstein files. You just see a clip with like a black bar over him. Like, I think I know who that is.
He's the one holding the Epstein files together.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, baby. We're not going to top that.
No.
We're not going to top it.
Let's end it.
Let's end it. We'll be back next week. Thank you for watching and sharing. It feels like...
Are they sharing? Are
I
people
think-
sharing? Okay.
I think so. I think
they better
the,
be.
The clips and stuff I think are doing quite well.
Good.
And we keep getting more followers with every clip.
Nice.
Look at us go. And we're raking in the money. But not for the scum at Big Pasta. I refuse to advertise those guys. I've been Robin Morgan.
And I've been Esyllt Sears.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.